take a look at it. So we can see that we had a big sell signal. You can see this is the past 24 hours. We had a big sell signal that came in yesterday. This was really right before the government shut down. We had the U.S. government shutdown happen at 12:01 a.m. this morning. So you can see the market really sold off. The S&P was, the sell signal was at 67.24, got down to really 66.79.5. So we're coming into a retracement. So we're looking for a retracement level. If we get a buy signal back up into this 18 level, 67.18 level, if we do get pulled in, could get as high as 67.28. So we'll keep an eye on that. We did turn up at this level, so we'll see if we can break through market profile first. But you can see the big sell-off really sold off all the way until the London Open. London Open, we started recovering. So we'll see if what type of volatility we get. Basically, with the government shutting down, with the funding fight that's going on, we had the big sell-off. So let's take a look at the other levels we got. Take a look at market profile. So here's our levels. You want to look at both sides of the market. So the daily value, we want to come in. We want to first look at the value levels. There's a daily value. Once you break outside of value, that's going to get us moving. See, daily value is there. So we can see the breakout. If we break to the upside, here's our first target. Previous market participation, the control point. There's your high value area. So we have a target of 23.75 to the upside. And then with 35.75. If it breaks to the downside, we can look at the previous market participation here. You can see if you go all the way across. We can tell where our targets will be. These are magnet levels. Will be the control there if the market does want to continue to sell off. So you see big gaps in the market. So there's our big gap. So we have a gap in the market between right here, break of 15, all the way to 23.5, then 23.5 to 67.35.5. Over your break LVA, we're looking at 66.5, all the way down to 66.57. So that would be our target for today. Remember, you want to look at the daily value and look at the previous market profile levels to determine where can be our target levels for today. So make sure we look at our deep liquidity grab levels also. It's on both sides of the market. Keep an eye on those. But right now, we're still in between market profile. Once you break out, we should see some movement getting outside these value levels. All right, that's today's. That is today's projections. Like I said, we got the big sell-off. It really started selling it off before it got shut down around 12:01 a.m. And then after 12:01, 67.06. And they just drilled it pretty hard down to 66.79. So we're trying to do a recovery here at this level. Got down to my zone. This is dual confluence. That's why it bounced. These levels love to bounce the market. There's my trend zone. That's why it turned a yellow trigger entry. And here's the trend zone here also with the buy zone. So any violation of this line of sand, this is the line of sand this morning. This level. which is 66.95. We start breaking down below that, we could see this market selling off. If not, we're looking for a recovery. Looking for recovery back up. If we do get outside of profile and break this line in the sand, which is exactly at 66.95 and a half, we'll see a continuation of sell-off.